the anime that bankrupted the studio. Now, we shot a video earlier today, and it was about the lone wolf, and he's with Little Red Riding Hood. It's got all these deep metaphorical meanings. He's a past German soldier in Japan committing more atrocities on behalf of a government that maybe doesn't even love him. And then in the end, he makes decisions that, cause shock and awe for the audience. It's a great story about a girl dropping off bombs and a man shooting guns, and so that's awesome. I don't know what we're in for today, but I just wanted to point out that No Bones has a great selection of anime under his belt. And that's really satisfying what I need him to do for me right now, okay? I need him to dig deep and find stuff I've never seen before. And that's what it's been consistently from this channel. So yeah, let's get into it, dude.
Sometimes the way a story is told greatly affects the impact it has on people. As we've seen time and time again, some stories just don't work in live action. No amount of enslaved VFX artists are going to be able to make this look good. This is horrific. The strength of live action is subtlety, complicated human body language, the intricacies of conversation. Directors don't have the same level of control over actors like they do drawings, leaving room for human imperfection to creep in and make the characters feel more relatable. But some stories don't rely on subtlety. With animation, you can forget about realism completely and exaggerate things to an impossible level without shattering the audience's immersion. You take an ordinary idea and try to convince the viewer to completely ignore their familiarity with it. For example, driving is boring. The majority of it consists of sitting in traffic and hating the human race. So when you see something like this,
super driving,
it's hard to make that disconnect and actually take it seriously. This looks just a little too stupid. Back to reality. The red line isn't shackled down by logic.
Whoa.
The cars are unpredictable and feel as alive as the characters. The characters are stripped down and written solely to maximize entertainment, and the entertainment's constantly trying to loosen you up and overwhelm your senses. Today, I want to tell you about one of the best uses of animation I've seen yet.
I've never seen this before.
Every
red
5
line.
years, the universe gets together and holds a massive no-rules racing competition, the red line. This isn't some normal race though, where all the cars are stuck hitting never-ending left turns. The lack of restrictions lets the drivers get creative with their strategies for
very
winning.
cool.
Some racers change terrain, modifying their cars to dig underground or drive over water, while others turn their vehicles into massive moving weapons, increasing their odds of winning by murdering the competition.
Hell yeah!
The main character does neither. JP's a dude who fucked his life up. As
What?
a young racer desperate for competitive car parts, he got in deep with the mafia, which led to him getting caught up for match fixing. Now awaiting trial, he needs to make enough money to post bail. He plans to do this by fixing more matches. His genius strategy for racing is to just drive really fast. It works though, and by complete luck, JP's one of only 2 humans to qualify for Redline. He tries to fuck the other one. The cool thing about having a setting as broad as outer space is that the character designers have the freedom to make whatever weird alien creatures they want. Now, I don't know why they chose furries, tweakers, and prostitutes, but I can't complain, because almost anything's better than actual racing fans. Aside from the animation, the side characters are the strongest part of the movie. Even if you only see someone for a couple seconds, they're written to be so over the top that the few lines they deliver breathe personality into the world and keep it convincing. The racers actually talk like they're in a competitive sport.
Now we're even, you cocksuckers!
She sounds like me. Redline's biggest achievement is the way it looks. Its distinct art style was created by painstakingly hand-drawing more than 100,000 frames over 7 years. While this ended up putting the movie extremely over budget and delaying its release by a couple years, it was definitely the right decision. What makes Redline memorable is how it constantly demands your attention from start to finish. The hand-drawn art style gives the vehicles a sense of weight and speed, and the unpredictable movements help you to forget about how boring actual racing is. All of this goes back to those 100,000 frames. If the animation was bad or even just okay, the movie wouldn't hit the same. Honestly, it'd be fucking unwatchable. While the action scenes are these incredible works of art, the way the movie arrives at them is stupid. I'm convinced that at one point the production team decided, wait a minute, fuck a story. Let's just draw as much cool shit as we can until our animators start overdosing on their antidepressants. If If you as a viewer actually try to follow along with everything that's going on, you'll stroke out 20 minutes in. Plot points appear out of thin air and disappear seconds later. Halfway through the movie, there's a heist mission to stop an orbital laser cannon from
Get the fuck out of here.
One of the bad guys has himself brutally mutilated so he can merge with a clump of tentacles to fist fight a top secret world-ending biological weapon.
What?
This is a racing movie. Luckily, you don't really have time to get distracted by how schizophrenic everything is when you're jumping from adrenaline hit to adrenaline hit. If the thought of turning your brain off and watching something that feels like a passionately made mix of playing Mario Kart and smoking lighter fluid sounds cool to you, then Redline's a one-of-a-kind movie that instantly grabs your attention and holds it hostage for its entire runtime. You just need to know what you're getting into. Don't be this guy.
If you're looking for something calm and measured, this film is not for you.
What about this? Gave off calm and measured.
That was short. Was it sweet? I'm not sure. I think this guy is trying to fool us into thinking that he's not a film critic. He's got all these opinions at the start that I think he's trying to relate to the audience by. And with the last video, I had this inkling where he was talking about, like, he's talking about how he doesn't understand what the director's intent was. And then he explains the intent, what seems like a very concise description. And in here, he does the very same thing. He takes an anime that can have very clear critiques on, like, the storyline and plot points and explains them away very clearly, like he understands exactly why they are the way they are, and that he did the research necessary to come to that conclusion. Then at the same time goes, but I don't know. It took 7 years to draw, came out in 2009. That is crazy. Is Studio Madhouse still a thing? That's the last thing I just want to know. Studio Madhouse. Oh, well, Death Note. One Punch Man. Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, they're doing just no game, no life. Yeah, they're doing just fine. Madhouse Films racing movie.
Redline.
Oh, this looks clean. This looks clean. The ultimate project that will blow your mind. Never even heard of it. Just do it. Everybody can relate to the freaking NOS injection.
Boom, baby. Boom, baby.
This is insanity. Yeah, this is insanity. That is very cool. Alrighty, well, that's it, man. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know how much of that trailer is going to be in. Maybe if we just put, like, generic background music, we can actually play it through. It's a lot more interesting in the trailer than it sounds in the review, which to me is an upside. The review was great. The trailer's even better. It's one of those things that without one or the other, I probably never would have watched it, right? If I didn't see both. But now after seeing both, I can commit an hour or so to watching this. If anybody's ever seen this anime, let me know what you think about it. Was it worth going bankrupt for? I don't know, but maybe I'll check it out and see. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.